Hello! Welcome to another video, and one that is bound to be chaos because I'm downstairs, meaning I'm with Puppy. Why, yeah. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, you just want to bite my fingers all of the time. But isn't he just the cutest little bean in the world? I love him so much. Oh, Finn. There we go. But as you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, it is time for TBR Pursuit, and Finn has made his mark on TBR Pursuit. I need a new board because he's given it a nibble and he's very interested in trying to give it another nibble here. But he's not allowed. But yeah, this is TBR Pursuit. I haven't played in a little while. It's been a few months, I think, actually, because I was kind of in a massive reading slump. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera or paying much attention to you. I'm trying to distract the dog. But yeah, I haven't played in a few months because I've been in a massive reading slump. I'm not going to hold the thing up the whole time. Wait, Finn, stop that. Sorry, just got attacked by the dog. Struggled with setting TBRs and reading from TBRs and just reading in general, to be honest. So I took a break from TBR Pursuit, but I have decided to play again this month. So if you're unfamiliar with TBR Pursuit, I will leave the playlist down below, but basically it's my TBR board game where each colour on the board correlates to a genre, and then I have question cards which help us pick out our TBR. In July, I do not have any readathons that I'm participating in, which is nice. I have my own Pokeathon gym, which is part of my Patreon readathon I'm doing this year, but it's my own one. It's a 24-hour one. I'm not, like, stressed about that, so that's fine. But yeah, other than that, no readathons, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this TBR goes, how the board treats me, and yeah, bringing it back for a month. So I'm pretty sure that's everything I have in terms of an introduction, so let's just crack on with roll number one. Alright, let's crack on with roll number one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the ends. Can do anything here. But you know what? I have a lot of adult fantasy that I want to get to this month, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Purple, adult fantasy. We have... Can you name a book over 500 pages? That is very achievable. And a purple pie in there. So first up, roll number one, we got a purple adult fantasy, and the prompt is to read a book over 500 pages, which actually works out incredibly well for the fact that I need to read more due first thing in July. The Patreon live show for this one is on the 5th of July, so I do not have much time to read it. It's a chonker. The book itself is like 600 and something pages, but I'm pretty sure there's some like post text at the back. Ah, there's the glossary. So we're at like page 513-ish, and then it goes into a glossary and some other post text stuff. But yeah, this is the Patreon book club for book_club.jpegs, which is mine, Gavin, Pris's, and Steph's combined Patreon book club. This is about a land where people feast on the corpse of God to get magical powers, or something like that. God is dead, his corpse hidden in the catacombs beneath Morgie. The master derives his magical power from feeding on the corpse of God. Don't eat the books, baby. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I've heard some mixed things about it. I know that some people have said, like, it just drags a little bit, but also that it's like really gothic and strange, so I'm excited. I think there is potential for me to really like this, but we will see how it goes. I don't have much time to read it. Roll number 2. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. YA or blue blank? I'm gonna go for blue blank. I'm not in the mood for a YA at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, blue, blank, genreless, and we have... Can you name a comic or graphic novel? That is a nice one.
Next up, for roll number 2, we landed on a blue blank and we got a comic or graphic novel. Now, I don't have manga listed anywhere in my prompts because I've never really read much of it. However, don't eat the books, baby. However, I am really in the mood to read Pokemon manga. So, graphic novel slash comic slash manga, I think, is the way to go. Emails, hello. Is the way to go with this one. I really want to read some Pokemon. Don't eat the books, baby. I read one Pokemon manga the other day. It was squeak squeak. It was part of the Pokemon Journeys series, which I do really want to continue with. This is part of the Pokemon Adventures. This is volume 1 of Adventures X and Y. So I may read this one, however, my birthday is coming up and I think I may possibly be getting some more Pokemon manga then, so it might be one of those. But either way, it will be a volume of Pokemon something, because I'm really in the mood to read Pokemon. I'm a big Pokemon fan. My Patreon readathon is Pokethon. It's all about Pokemon. You're trying to get on the sofa. Oh, you did it. He did it. He did it all by himself. Yeah, my Patreon readathon is all about Pokemon, catching Pokemon. I love the Pokemon games. I'm a big fan. I want to read Pokemon. Alright, roll number 3. For, again, sci-fi or adult fantasy. Why am I only rolling 4s? Do I want the sci-fi? Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for sci-fi. And we have, can you name a book with a big technology presence? Probably. And a yellow pie in there. Next up, for roll number 3, we got a sci-fi, and I need to pick a sci-fi that has a big technology presence. Now, I was gonna go for a graphic novel for this because I have a lot of sci-fi graphic novels or comics. However, one that I have not yet read and really need to get on is Hard Reboot by Django Wexler. This is tiny. I was sent it from Tor, and I haven't yet read it. It's a tiny floppy little novella, but this is like giant freaking robots. Here we go. Giant freaking robots. Giant robot wars. There is a slogan that really got this like into my head. Pacific Rim meets Thunderdome, the fantastically fun, cage-fighting, Pacific Rim lesbian romance novel I didn't know I desperately needed in my life. 2 mechs enter, 1 mech leaves, and it's fantastic. Pacific Rim, lesbian, romance, robot, cage-fighting. I just feel like I'm gonna like this. It's been on my mind since I was sent it for that reason. I don't know how I haven't read it yet because it's tiny, but sci-fi with a big tech presence, giant freaking robots. I'm looking forward to this one. Alright, roll number 4. 1. Roll again or blue blank. We'll go for blue blank again, genreless. And we have, what was a cover by? And we have a blue pie in there. For roll number 4, we landed on blue again, and we got a cover by. So any sort of cover by, not genre specific. And of course, if anyone knows anything about me and the sorts of covers that I really enjoy, if it's illustrated by Carl James Mountford, I want to read it. And The Riddle of the Sea by Joanne Kramer has a cover illustrated by Carl James Mountford. And this is actually translated. This is translated by Laura Watkinson. I don't know what language it was originally published in because I've literally only just seen that it's a translated book. But the cover is beautiful. It's Carl James Mountford, so of course it's beautiful. And I don't know much about this at all. On his 12th birthday, Ravian waits for his father to return home, just like he does every year. But this time his father doesn't come. Could the stories of the cursed ship, the Night Raider, and the fearsome pirate bank be true? Ravian knows his father must be in trouble, and so together, with his best friend, a seagull called Marvin, he sets out to rescue him. This journey is the beginning of an adventure that will lead Ravian to face his greatest fears and uncover wonders beyond his wildest dreams. pirate adventure. Brilliant. And it's a middle grade, illustrated by Carl James Mountford. That's normally a recipe for success for me, so I'm excited to dive into this. It is beautiful. Rule number 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue blank or blue blank. I don't have an option, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Genreless. This is a very blue pie. Can you find a short read? Why is the game being so nice to me? There is another blue pie in there. Next up, for roll number 5, we got another blue, landing on lots of blues, and the board is being incredibly nice to me. Like, incredibly nice. But we got, can you find a short read? Now, a short read that I have wanted to dig my teeth into from the moment I got it is Jungle Nama by Amitav Ghosh. This is about a vengeful tiger spirit, I think, and traders who, like, come into the jungle and the spirits can, like, taste the greed, and it turns into, like, a web of illusions and sacrifice and so on. Look at that dog. Look at him, rolling around like a crazy thing up there. He's such a good boy. Exiled to the jungles by the mighty goddess and her warrior brother, the tiger avatar watches over his realm with a hungry, unblinking eye. A crew of men come to the jungle, but tigers know the smell of greed, and men are quickly drawn into a deadly web of illusion, temptation, and sacrifice. I think it just sounds really good. It's illustrated, and I think it looks like it could be told quite interestingly. Look at it. I'm just really excited to dive into it. It won't be a, like, long read, hence the prompt of can you find a short read, but I'm just really curious and think it has potential to be kind of an impactful read, so I'm looking forward to reading this and glad I finally have a, like, proper excuse to. So, looking forward to this one very much. And finally, roll number 6. 3. 1, 2, 3, green, 1, 2, 3, roll again. Let's go for a green middle grade. 1, 2, 3, and we have, can you find a book that contains mythical beings? I like that prompt. And then we have the green pie in there. Perfect. And then finally, I managed to land on a middle grade at last, and we got, can I find a middle grade with mythical creatures? And a middle grade with mythical creatures that I am super duper excited to read is Skanda and the Unicorn Thief by S.F. Steadman. This is supposedly like the next big thing for middle grade. I'm so excited about it. Unicorns. Do I know anything else about it? Absolutely not. I think the unicorn's race. Ah, yes, he wants to be a unicorn raider. Rider? Skanda Smith has only ever wanted to be a unicorn rider, to be one of the lucky few selected to hatch a unicorn, to bond with it for life, to train together and race for glory, to be a hero. But just as Skandar's dream is about to come true, things take a more dangerous turn than he ever could have imagined. A dark and twisted enemy has stolen the island's most powerful unicorn, and as the threat grows ever closer, Skandar discovers a secret that could blow apart his world forever. I'm excited about this. As I say, it's supposedly like the next big thing in middle grade. It was marketed so incredibly heavily. It's had a lot of hype around it. I'm very excited to read it. So, fits perfectly for a mythical being in a middle grade. So, yeah, Skanda and the Unicorn Thief. And you know what? For a TBR Pursuit TBR, it's really weird that Pokemon is the wrong way around. Hold on, there we go. For a TBR Pursuit TBR, this isn't that bad. Mordew is obviously a chunker, but I need to get that out of the way immediately. But otherwise, it's good. It's a good TBR. There are, of course, some other things that I would like to get to as well in July. For my Patreons as well, I am supposed to be reading Legacy of Ash. so I need to get to that pretty soon. I'm still also partway through Dark Whispers, so I need to read that, and I'm also still partway through Discord of Gods, which is like my most anticipated read for this year, but because I've been in that slump, I haven't wanted to taint that experience. So now I feel like I'm finally coming out of that. I think I can probably get back to Discord of Gods. So there's those as well, and you know, there's always a million other books that you want to read. But this is the priority TBR Pursuit TBR, and I'm glad to have finally done a TBR again. So, hurrah. And you know what? He hasn't been too troublesome whilst filming this, other than at the very beginning. And the fact that he bit a chunk out of the board, but we'll take it, we'll take it. But anyway, yeah, that is it for this video. If you've read any of these books and you have anything you want to let me know about them, let me know down below. Let me know what you will be reading in July, and if there are any readathons that you're going to be participating in as well, because I've got a pre-readathon free month, so what's going on out there? But yeah, otherwise, thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down below. If you aren't subscribed and fancy subscribing, I would be eternally grateful for that. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I will see you in whatever comes next.